W's and L's, the weekly recap show where we give a dub to the things that we like and an L to the things that we don't. I'm going first. All right, let's start off with my dubs. Let's get this first topic out of the way. Okay, so I get a tweet this morning that tells me to do something that I really don't want to do for the sake of the podcast. So I'm giving this dub to Marte for getting me to do that thing that I was not going to do. Before I know the comments are going to say something crazy like, he's the GOAT. Leave him alone.
The GOAT.
He's a legend.
I don't think we have those type of fans that think Eminem are the GOAT.
But we got some of them, the boys people coming in. So,
We'll see.
But anyway, look, Eminem's a GOAT. I told you a couple weeks ago I was singing Lose Yourself. Lose Yourself is one of them ones.
Sure.
Eminem is one of them ones. But I find myself just not interested in the shit that he's saying because of the flow. The flow is just annoying to listen to. And at this point, I know it served a purpose in the album, being that it's the death of Slim Shady. But it just seems like he's the old man trying to say the most shocking things, to be the bad boy that he used to be. And it just doesn't come off the same as it used to because, a person make Meg the Stallion jokes. Well, we see that shit all the time on Twitter anyway. Like, that shit don't faze us anymore. That shit's not shocking to us anymore.
I think the beef with him and Candace Owens is very interesting. It is a weird juxtaposition, right? You got a Caucasian dude from Detroit, from 8 Mile, right? So like has a little bit of a mixed cultural background, trailer park kind of guy, right? He's a trailer park boy. Mm-hmm. Shout out to the Trailer Park Boys. Yikes. Top 5 series on Netflix to this day.
What is happening?
But then you got Candace Owens, who's melanated like a black person, but then anything else outside of that, is just very, very...
She's not kinfolk.
Yeah, very Miracle Whip. Very, very, very mayonnaise.
Yeah.
So the juxtaposition is really weird. But then you can see the cracks within both of them, right? Like, you may have grown up like black, you may have endured a lot of the circumstances that black people in your area went through. You are a white man regardless of all of that, right? You were back then. You are today with all your money. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's not something that you can ignore.
Absolutely.
And it did play a factor into your success and the amount of freeway you had on your ascension, right? It is what it is.
That was the reason why you are who you are.
His ramp is what it is because of who he is. And then I think he would even acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Now, conversely with Candace Owens, like, yes, she's absolutely, tap dancing for master, sure. Right? But then you look into her past, and Candace Owens, the genesis of her, even before the Turning Point USA days, she sued her school district, her high school district, because she was being bullied by racists in her hometown. Right? $1 million lawsuit settlement. She then goes, spends that money, gets educated, or I don't know, she always talks about how she didn't finish college, or didn't go to college.
She's an independent thinker.
Independent thinker, whatever. She did something with that money because Turning Point USA found her ass and turned her into their spokesperson. And that lasted until Daily Wire picked her up, and now she's floating adrift. But her genesis, the money interest behind her, probably how she started dancing in the circles of her now husband, was that payout she got from the school district for being treated like trash by white people in her hometown.
Correct.
Under the guise of racism.
Yeah, and
so she claiming racism, getting $1 million payouts, and then now she up here talking about how racism doesn't exist in America.
And so this crossroads of this beef,
it's just woo, how it's a figure 8 for sure.
Yeah,
it's like an infinity sign.
Don't know what's going on. It's literally always turning.
It's crazy. It is crazy. I know who to root for, but I still feel weird about it in a way.
As you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the weirdest thing about this album is the fact that it was like the same 5 people caught all the strays. And it was really weird because, at one point he kind of explains it because it's the death of Slim Shady. So, like, he's exorcising Slim Shady out of him or some shit. right? And then Guilty Conscious 2, he kind of explains it, but like that's kind of late in the album. And so I'm hearing all these Caitlyn Jenner and the Transgenders, midgets, Meg Thee Stallion, P. Diddy, and Christopher Reeves. He still makes
why
Christopher
did
Reeves
Christopher
jokes.
Reeves get astray?
He always makes Christopher Reeves jokes. He's always done that. And so it's just this weird, like, all right, I'm trying to get through this album, but he keeps making these same jokes. Like it's okay, but like I'm done with this. I was so bored throughout the album because it was just like you're trying your hardest to make this a little bit more offensive,
very hard,
and it just don't hit like it used to in 1999. It don't. Like when you was making fun of Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears and NSYNC and all them, it was like,
I think maybe he needs another legitimate beef. Like MGK just didn't feed us the way that I felt like we needed to be. Plus, he got him out of here too quickly. Like he was here and gone. You know.
He also exercised that too. So like that's no longer a part of him.
Okay,
either.
I hope so.
Like he literally went through all the beefs. Ja Rule and Benzino and
yeah, we don't need old beef.
Mariah Carey.
We need
Nick
new
Cannon.
beef. Go take out Jack Harlow. Now that arc I'm interested in for Eminem. Like he has to take out all the up and coming Great White Hopes. Slaughter them all. And then anybody who can make it past Eminem is the new apex predator in white America.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's an arc I'm interested in for Eminem.
That's fair.
So
it won't be Jack Harlow.
Like I'm talking Afro Samurai type of story arc for him. Just
Jack
go
Harlow's
walk
not doing
around and try to get the baddest mofo in every town you go to. Who's the baddest white boy here? Right? And you just gotta slam.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Head out to LA, get Chet Hanks, get it started first. You know what I'm saying? Then we move on to where's Jack Harlow from? Lexington.
Exactly.
We're gonna head out to Kentucky. You know what I'm saying?
Is this a
Where-
show
where-
idea or an event?
Where your boy Tommy Doman from? Where he from?
Uh,
I ain't never represent, baby. Eminem coming for you.
he don't rap.
Yeah. No, it don't matter.
Oh, so just
We taking out all
one
Great White Hopes.
person to be.
He's gonna take his ladder all the way to Taylor Swift, and he's gonna cut the head off the snake.
But she's not really of our culture.
But it doesn't have to. We said Great White Hopes,
Okay. Okay.
right?
So we're making a show
Eminem
called Great White Hope.
Eminem is the apex predator of the Great White Hope trope,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I want to see Eminem take out all other parodies of the Great White Hope trope.
And this is a show like the And One show on ESPN.
We can put it
They
together.
tour around
We-
and
It could be like, you know how they had like the little fight promo setups and stuff. They tell the stories in background. Eminem stalked his prey. He drove into Kentucky in the dead of night.
well, this
Shot
starts
at
to sound
Jack
like Shark Week.
Shot at Jack Harlow's high school. Brought out the first girlfriend that ever dumped him.
That's starting to sound
that's
like
the type
Shark
of shit
Week.
I'm on.
Now, but that is a very interesting premise, and I hope somebody picks that up. Netflix. So yeah, no, that sounds dope. I'm down for it. Yeah, no, the Eminem album wasn't for me, and I everything I expected, and I'm not going back to it. So
Appreciate that, Latrell Bradshaw.
are you gonna address the weird comment?
Let me see them dogs. My feet?
I think so.
What the hell wrong with you?
I think so, bro.
We ain't doing that in here. Ain't doing that in here.
Yeah, Will T said he had fun with the M album. I mean, for nostalgia purposes, I get it, but it just wasn't. It wasn't the Eminem show. It wasn't Marshall Mathers LP. So
Did LL drop? I've been seeing him a lot lately.
I
He's
have
been
too.
rapping a lot lately.
I have two.
Or if he hasn't dropped, he's about to drop.
Anyway, moving on from Eminem, and Marte's not even here. So like, I
That's
just did
crazy.
that for absolutely
That's
nothing.
crazy.
I want to give a dub to Desi Banks. Speaking
A dub?
of great music that's come out this week,
Fam. Are you serious?
Desi Banks came out with a diss track against Drewski. You didn't hear that, John?
Listen,
yeah, no,
man.
he got at Drewski.
I want better for Desi Banks.
I
I want him to have a lane that is outside of wearing black Air Force Ones
Okay, that's
and
fair.
shiesties.
That's fair.
I want better for my man.
He
First
had
of all,
some bars for Drewski though.
no, it was shitty. The song was terrible.
Oh nah, he had
Shit was
some
terrible.
bars for Drewski.
He's not look. If we're dealing with it as it's supposed to be like a parody of a rap beef or some shit like that, then I guess. If you're seriously sitting up here telling me that shit was heat to you, like you about to play that riding around, you playing the Desi Banks diss, okay, you got to get the fuck on. You got to get on.
Of
Yeah,
course
okay.
not.
All right, I was about to
Of
say.
course I don't even think it's long enough to bump to. It was like literally 45 seconds.
I just want him to do something else. Is all. You know, like I understand the play. I'm not even mad that he shot a shot at Drewski. I don't care about that. I'm just saying, like, in terms of the type of content that he provides, I want more for him because it is so stale. It's stale.
We talked about the first thing he came out with after that list, which was the Future and Metro.
The Future and Metro, and it was just dry as
shit. Was
terrible. It was dry because when we're not wearing white or black Air Force Ones, we literally can't make people laugh anymore. When did that happen? See, when he was rocking with, back when him and B. Simone was kicking it and he was, you know, he had Pretty V, it was a lot more like nuance in the content.
That's not bad. I mean, that's not bad.
Even when he was still messing with, what's the other girl's name that played his baby mother? Candace. Right? When he had that going, like, there was nuance in the conversations. It was family life. It was parenthood. It was working jobs.
More than literally just
Black Air Force Ones, white Air Force Ones. Shiesty mask or you know, chains and grills and sunglasses.
And I understand all of that. But Drewski still got 3 to 5 business days to respond.
Damn, nobody cares.
I care.
This is gonna have Drewski? It's gonna have the same type of reaction that Bia got when she shot at Cardi last month.
That is also
2 months ago.
Real rap.
No, fam, I understand that we're not dealing with real rap. What I'm saying is that no one gives a shit. So if Drewski doesn't say anything to Desi Banks, I don't think anybody's going to get mad at Drewski.
I'm mad right now that he hasn't already responded.
I think you're in an army of one.
I think Drewski pussy.
Okay.
Anyway, my last dub is going to YouTube. I don't know what thumbnail y'all got for the W's and L's, but you know, I pulled a couple of strings and made it so that y'all got little variant thumbnails. Some of y'all got me on the cover. Some of y'all got him on the cover.
Really?
Yeah. Thanks to YouTube with their new feature to add multiple thumbnails and see which ones work the best.
I got the joint.
No, not the live stream, the W's and L's.
Okay.
Yeah, so some people got you with Kendrick and some people got me with Kendrick.
Oh, let me see. Did you get you?
I don't know what I got. I don't know what I got. I can't remember at this point.
I'm a stargazer.
But it was 2.
Can you show me the other? I haven't seen it. I've only seen me on there.
You only saw you on there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, there's another one with me on there. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Oh, God, like a photo, bro. Eat. Get the horn tucked under my seat.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I would like to introduce the concept of variant covers to our thumbnails, but you're only going to see one. So there's really no point to variant covers, but it's a nice little feature.
Nah, don't keep doing that shit.
No, I mean, I'm going to do it to see which one performs the best, but we gonna work this thing out. We're going to figure it all out. But shout out to YouTube for that nice little feature. All right, let's get into the reason that some of y'all may be here. I'm giving an L to the whole Trump rally shooting.
Oh, man.
Was it a stage?
Man down. Call the ambulance.
That's crazy. Was it staged? Was it staged?
Look, man. Okay, so at first, I'm like, well, they shot him. So, like, if I feel like if somebody died, that feels kind of real. That was my initial reaction.
Of course.
And then the internet did its thing.
Yes.
And so now it's like, okay, the gunshots, number one, sounded like popcorn. That didn't really sound like any gun I've never heard. From that distance, too, right? Like, too close, too, like, peppery. Like, maybe that sounds like muzzle blast far, far off. Mm-hmm. But, like, not like he's on the premises shooting at Trump. That's not what the guns. No gun that I know of. You know, and I'm not calling myself an armorer by any means. I'm just saying, don't sound like the gunshots I've ever heard.
That's interesting, because then there was also the shooters that shot the shooter.
Right. Even the initial burst was like a multiple burst.
So you're saying all of them sounded?
The whole shit sounded weird as hell.
Okay, that's fair.
When you play it back, it's like
it did kind of sound weird. And to add to that, I personally thought it was weird that
it wasn't even like an automatic weapon. Pow pow pow. It was
it was like pow 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 pow. Yeah, nah. I thought it was also weird that they have snipers set up to shoot the guy, but they allowed that guy to get a couple shots off and then they shoot him.
Right, yeah. Also, his reaction, right? Like, it was like the shots went off unless the very first shot, that's the only bail I'll give it. If the very first one rang off and hit him, right? Because it was just too, because he went like that. And then he started to buckle down or whatever. I've never seen somebody that important be attacked or be in danger of a weapon, and they get that man off the premises and out of sight so slow.
Very slow.
So slow.
Enough time for him to get off one of these.
Pictures being, even before we get to that, like, the man is still standing, number one. They haven't put him on the ground to protect him or nothing like that.
He was behind the podium for a little bit.
They're escorting him to the vehicle. His head is towering above the people who are supposed to be protecting him. So if there's more than one shooter, I just line his dumb ass up and hit the fucking carrot and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do we... And then
the shooter was able to find the one vantage point that could be
that could be used. Right. And again, he's on the premises. How did he get the weapon there? I went to go see Obama back in 2008 down in the Oval at OSU. Mm-hmm. Right? He had a rally down there. You know, we had to walk for like half a mile and went through like 4 security checkpoints to get into the rally. Just to be at the rally and listen to him talk in 2008. Mm-hmm. Multiple checkpoints. It was like for a school thing too. Multiple checkpoints, and we had to walk like half a mile through that thing because, of course, there was nowhere to park.
Yeah.
And then once you start walking through that trail of the security joints, it ended up being about half a mile. So, like, the idea that this man snuck a rifle in there to kill Trump, like, God, he has Secret Service detail, y'all. Like,
and reportedly, one witness saw him bear crawling on the roof, and yet no Secret Service person saw him.
There were photographers that were moved away from the side of the podium where they were shooting Trump directly toward the front. I'm assuming those were some of the photographers that got the fist pump. Mm-hmm. And then lastly, if you slow down the video of him getting shot, as he's going up to, you know, do one of these to his ear, right? There's some yellow shit in his hand. It's yellow.
But that's funny.
It's fucking yellow.
It's a
right?
packet.
He does this. He come down, no fucking yellow. Coming up, yellow.
Ketchup
Coming down,
packet.
no fucking yellow.
Throw
no yellow.
packet.
No yellow. Right. Smack it on your neck.
And you know it was a ketchup packet because of his affinity. Because of his affinity for fast food.
Hey, look, man, I can't prove it no way, shape, or form. The one thing I do know is that this is going to deify him even further with his supporters. I've already seen, 50 Cent talking about it. I wish he would shut the fuck up.
I wish
whatever.
everyone would stop making jokes about it.
Yeah.
Trump a real nigga now. No, he's not.
No,
Shut up.
No.
Shut up.
No.
I'm giving an L to people who made their opinions about the Michael Ealy and Megan Good situation a little too early.
Niggas are losers. Niggas are such
a
losers.
A little too early.
Such losers. Let's go out here and make these broad proclamations. Let's make these videos mocking the man and not even see the entire video. It's like people are so dumb. People are so dumb. So, like, what if I told you in a world where Michael Ealy was actually leaning away from Jonathan Majors because he was the first person he hugged in the group?
And that's why Jonathan Majors was kind of done with that situation.
Letting him talk to everybody else. Like, I am done with people.
That's crazy.
Done with people.
People were saying the craziest shit, talking about how he's looking at her like he looked at homegirl in the van or in the truck. Like, we don't need that shit. It's unnecessary.
At some point, it does become dick riding because it's like there's nothing to really go after over him. So now we've just reverted back to let's just make fun of everything he does,
which is literally hated on their
weird.
Everything seems
love,
to be
chills.
working.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's getting back to work. I really don't understand what the beef is, to be honest with you. But you know,
The beef is
I mean,
they don't like him.
there's a lot of that around going though. Like people didn't like Haley Bailey and DDG. They tried to drag that through the mud. People at first with ASAP and Rihanna when he first got her pregnant. Like people try to drag.
It's kind of working a little bit more now. But the DDG thing, the latest thing with him getting his child's hair cut, like they all were really upset about that.
About him getting his hair.
About getting his hair lined
That's
up.
his child. He can do what the fuck he wants to do with his
absolutely
child.
can. But that became a thing.
Okay, yeah. Well, I don't think you have to necessarily bow to crazy people online. I'm just saying, in general, there does seem to be a natural anti-relationship tenor because that's where most of the tilt is algorithmically, right, on these apps. It's not geared towards people mingling or cohabitating with other people. It's them over there. They doing this and they saying this. They don't like you because of this. You need to find you one to act exactly like this or leave them. And the same thing is happening to the men. Right, and it's not encouraging any type of communal space.
Yeah,
and so it makes sense that people see happy couples and naturally reject it because that's not their reality. That's not what they live. I'm gonna talk about it in my dubs a little bit. I had something relevant to that.
Hey man, DDG's got my respect, man.
Hey, shout out to DDG. Shout out to Haley and Halo. Who look like a beautiful family.
But DDG has recently earned some of my respect.
For what?
An episode or a video idea that he had on his channel.
Which was what?
You've seen Shark Tank, I'm sure, or Get the
Yeah.
Premises, where people pitch their ideas to investors to invest into their business. DDG has a video on his channel called Trick Tank, where baddies go on there and they pitch themselves to get tricked on. Now, he's not involved in it. Like, he's just kind of like a host, right? Because he's not going to fuck up his thing with his girl, right? But he's got 3 tricks that are...
This is messy. This is so messy. This is messy.
Whew. It's so funny.
Very messy.
It's so ratchet. It's so, like, ignorant, but hilarious at the same time. Sometimes you need that ignorant shit.
Yeah.
And I'm here to be entertained by it.
For sure.
I'm just saying.
For sure.
Eddie Murphy got married.
Yeah. His
To
wife
a
is very
white-
Caucasian.
To
Very
a white woman.
white.
I just thought that was interesting. I don't even know if I'm giving him, I mean, I guess technically a dub. I hope you're happy.
Congratulations, yeah. Congratulations.
But technically I gave it an L because I didn't really know where to put it. I don't fucking know. I thought it was weird.
Whatever.
I didn't see anything about this before seeing that he's
Right, that's what I'm
married.
saying. It kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little weird. So I gave it an L, but like I'm happy for him. If he's happy, I don't know. I just felt weird about it. Just throwing that out.
Congratulations, Eddie Murphy.
All right, my last L is going to Drake.
Say Drake. I like him. Yeah.
Supposedly he bought a house and he uses
Giving him an L for buying a house.
No, he uses an alias sometimes with some of his business dealings.
Sounds normal.
And the alias is Richard Fitzenwell. If you're not aware, Richard is
Dick
a long-term
Fitzenwell.
Dick Fitzenwell is the alias he decides to choose. It just kind of confirmed to me that he's a freaky ass nigga. That's all.
What a fucking child.
You know? I saw that and I was like, Jesus Christ. Also, technically, one of the houses that he bought is under some girl's name.
Some girl, meaning like a grown woman or a girl?
A grown woman with a kid. I think 2 kids, maybe.
Huh?
I could not dive deep. But yes, there is a woman who is listed as I think living there.
There's a house. That's in a woman's name.
It's in Florida.
That has 2 children, huh? In Florida.
Yeah. I know she for a fact has 1 kid.
Dear baby girl.
Oh. Well, I don't know if it's a girl. Well, I know one's a son that she has.
Interesting.
But I don't know what the other kid may or may not be.
Interesting. Did you see the name?
I just can't remember at the top of my head, but I did see it at one point. In the house is in Florida, and at one point, said girl was at Sandra's party, like birthday party. Little sketchy. Richard fits in well.
So sticking with some of our Drake news, Wayne had a show in Vegas this weekend.
Yep.
He had a show in Vegas, and as he was doing the motto, right before his verse started, he sang a little ditty. You guys might know it. Not Like Us.
He did. Supposedly while holding an OVO chain?
Is there a budding beef between Wayne and Drake?
Or is there one between Wayne and Kendrick? I don't know. I thought it was weird.
That's a weird way to interpret that, though. Why would he be singing "Not Like Us"?
That's true.
If he was, you know,
I don't know.
And also, he's seemed very silent. He stayed out of this beef. We've heard a lot of people talk on Drake's. Well, no, we haven't heard a lot of people talk on Drake's behalf. But Wayne is one of those louder silences. There's a few people that like were either in the middle of this beef or were very prominent to Drake's ascension that have been very, very quiet. Mm-hmm. Wayne is one. Nicki is one. SZA is one for sure.
SZA is on
because she's in the middle. Well, she's on the side for sure now.
At least leaning on the side.
No, she on the side now since the video. Not since the video, since the pop out. Yeah, since the pop out. But before it was just radio silence.
Sure.
Right? Who else? J.
Cole.
But he kind of already spoke. I say Ross probably was in that mix, but he's already spoken.
Sure.
Birdman is spoken. We ain't really heard shit from Jay Prince.
All of the people from Atlanta that he took from.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
21?
Well, 21 is a cheerleader. Yeah, he OVO gangster. He OVO gangster now. He turned in his Slaughter Gang chain. He OVO.
Yikes.
Who else? The fucking Migos, 2 Chainz. Anybody got called out in the colonizer bars? It's just like people have been very quiet. So now, all of a sudden, with Wayne coming out, now you playing Not Like Us at your concerts. You've been silent this whole time. It doesn't feel like that's very supportive.
No,
I could be wrong, but that doesn't feel very supportive to me.
I guess holding the OVO chain was just weird to me as well.
Maybe he was saying Not Like Us. I don't know, man.
Could be. No, it could be. Yeah,
hey, listen, man. You fucked a Wayne girl while he was in jail. That's conniving.
That is definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So there may just still be some ill will up in there. Some
animosity.
We don't know.
Wayne just woke up and
was like,
yeah, he did fuck my bitch.
Right. He just woke up one morning from a coma or some shit. From a goddamn lean stupor and said, God
Actually,
damn.
He wouldn't say it like that. He'd say it like, yeah. You fuck my bitch, yeah.
Anyways, this is all very interesting stuff. I want to see how that plays out.
Sure.
Next up I got is going out to, did you see the Crawford and Middoroff fight promo?
I think I heard about it.
Fam, shit is fucking amazing. That shit is fucking amazing. Like if this shit was a movie, I'd go see it.
That's crazy.
I'd go see the movie.
If it was
Creed 2. If this was Creed 2, that's just shit.
What more could they possibly give?
We're going back to
1995, Omaha, Nebraska. Dude look like a Klitschko brother. Uzbekistan. Had my dude standing on rocks, throwing punches, shadow boxing.
Yeah, that's what it's like in Uzbekistan.
Yeah. Out here in
I
these
would know.
Uzbekistan streets, we beat rugs. Get strong. This shit is fire. This shit is hard.
This is. Why are they putting so much production value into a boxing promo?
I don't know, but I'm hyped. I'm fucking hyped.
It's not even like a trailer. It's like a music video.
Right? I feel like Hype
With
Williams shot
excellent
this shit.
cinematography. Yeah.
This is how you promote a fight.
Yes.
Not that bullshit that lesser boxers now suspended from the WBC would be on. Like this. Yeah, we're not gonna play the whole thing. We'll clip it into the pod on the
That
rewatch.
is insane.
But this shit is hard. This shit
That
is hard.
is.
It's just fire.
That looked better than a couple of other trailers that we watched. But
Look better. Yeah, I'm about to say looks better than some other trailers we're gonna talk about later. For sure. My last dub that I got is going out to Arch Manning. If you remember,
trying to hold out.
well, yeah, he did hold out. But my point was, we talked about this in the spring, back when they were, kind of finalizing a lot of the payment stuff for college football 25 for the college athletes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I told you that $600 stuff was not going to last, couldn't last, right? Because it's only going to take a few people with a notable name to sit out and be like, I think I even named Arch Manning particularly.
You probably did. That would make the most sense. for
Arch
your
Manning
argument.
opted out of the game, right? Similarly to how I think JT Tuimoloau is opting out as well. I don't think he's going to be in the game. But Arch Manning opts out.
He ain't gonna be
Obviously, they want Arch Manning. They want the name Manning to be on the game. Absolutely, right? They go and they offer the man $50,000 to $60,000. Wait, hold on. I thought we could only afford to pay kids $600 a piece because there's just too many college athletes to pay.
Is there another stipulation to that? Because that just sounds weird.
He's going to market the game.
Oh,
He's going to market the game. That commercial that he got that came out and said about him being in the game now after saying he wasn't going to be in the game, that's part of the deal.
gang, I don't.
Yeah, literally.
Arch Manning doesn't.
That's
start,
$60,000 worth of work for a backup quarterback. But
Yeah.
I mean, anyways, we're not going to get into the threads of the heart of college football right now.
I will
But-
say, if there's any backup quarterback that could get that, it's Arch Manning. And it's
But fam,
only 'cause of his
he
name.
just set the market. He just set the
That's
market.
fair. That's
So if you are a 5-star out of this world freshman quarterback, even
And
if
your
you
last
haven't
name
played,
is-
There's
There's a little bit to do with
Part
it.
of it
A little bit,
is,
little
part of
bit.
it is, but also they're expecting a return on that.
Mhm.
They're not expecting him to go out there next year and stink it up. Because if he does, I don't think it's going to be $60,000 that's coming back to his
I would
pocket
agree
to be in
with
the
that.
game.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, depending on him actually performing and playing and proving it out, he set the market. He just set the market. He's not even a starter. Quentin Ewers could have done this. There's no telling what they would have paid Quentin Ewers if he would have done this.
Well, they are paying Quinn Ewers because he's a cover athlete.
Oh, you're right. Maybe a
So if that wasn't the case, I see your point.
Right.
But
Yeah. You're right. But just in general, right? This is going to be a thing. Expect for that little $600 payment to just go out of the window next time this game rolls around, because they're gonna have too many kids that just looked at Arch Manning, stuff them in a fucking locker, basically. A couple weeks before the game comes out.
I think I felt stronger against that argument back when I didn't know what the game was going to look like. Now that I kind of know what the game looks like and I see the hype for the game, they're going to get that money back.
$600 was never going to be a thing when these kids are walking into universities demanding millions. You were never going to use my name in perpetuity for $600 when this university over here is paying my family $100,000 per quarter. It's not, fam, who are you talking to? So, Arch Manning was just the first domino.
But I do think I said at some point they're probably going to increase it. I just didn't know how much.
Oh, it's going up. Price is going up. Price is going up.
As
Here
long
we
as
go.
I get the game, I will be on the game Monday, 4:00.
Let's do these L's here.
Shout out to Connoisseurs Triple Salutes.
What up? Turn it down. All right. First L I got is going out to CNN. CNN has shut down their. Hold on. Get the bookmarks back up here. They've shut down their race and equality team that was formed during the summer of 2020. So, George Floyd, pandemic, all of that stuff, you know.
That's fucking garbage.
Shut it
The
down.
equivalent of being all gay pride out, and then as soon as July hits, cut that
A
shit.
spokesperson says that while the team no longer exists, the investment is still 100% there. So, wait. The team doesn't exist. Does that mean you fired them?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
So even though the motherfuckers that we hired to do this job are no longer here, the investment is 100% there. How does that even? What?
I also feel really weird about it because I feel like there's a lot of people investing into this whole DEI thing, and you're taking away from it. That's a little weird.
So you're. I thought the investment would have been the salaries that you were paying those people to do that job.
Kick them off the bottom line. What are you talking about?
Holy shit! But even in that, even in disbanding your race and equality or your diversity and inclusion program, right? Because there are some companies, a lot of companies that are doing that. A lot of school systems and stuff like that are doing that. That in itself is performative. It plays into the very idea that you say that diversity and inclusion pushes. Oh, let me do it for the sake of doing it. Let me do it for the sake of I am this. So because you are anti that word that y'all love to throw around, but you don't know what it means.
Mhm.
Because you're anti that, you're anti-diversity, you're anti-equality. You have morphed the meanings of that word to fit what you don't like. And now you're raging against it. And this is not just individuals. These are not just trolls online. These are officials.
Yeah.
These are CEOs, executives
Yep. Of major companies.
making these type of decisions.
Major media companies in this example.
It's insane. I've never seen industries work well. No, let me not say that, dude. It's not even a lick of true. I was getting ready to say I've never seen industries work so hard to try to be anti-black. But that was one hell of a statement to make.
Yeah.
Anyways,
You know that one?
boo you, CNN. Next thing I got is going out to Daphne Joy.
Oh, that's 50 cents.
Yeah. Miss Joy has been ordered to remove her social media posts describing Mr. Jackson as a grapist
Okay.
after he won his defamation lawsuit over her. And I think that sometimes when these stories happen, if you're even able to have the opportunity to have justice done in your case, in the case that you've been defamed, the remedy is never as loud. Never as loud. So
For sure.
I think that deserves to be posted as well, or be promoted as well as loud as the attacks were when the allegations were levied.
Now, unfortunately, he's been.
No,
Or
yeah,
some other
no.
shit outside
That's
of
why
that.
it wasn't a dub for 50, and it was just an L for Daphne.
Fair enough.
Oh man, oh my God, are you ready to hear an absolutely horrendous quote, like a terrible quote,
No.
like the worst type of quote you can have right now at this time of college football? So, yep, college football nerds are going to take a trip down college football. So buckle your seatbelts, folks. The Georgia Bulldogs.
Yes.
Right, been having a terrible time with racing.
Yep.
Right, everybody got a Hellcat, and we just drive them all over Athens because there's apparently nothing else to do.
I saw a video with a kid
Mm-hmm.
who was behind the wheel doing donuts, and they were like, "This is going to be the new Georgia recruit."
Yeah, no, literally. And again, even on a serious note, somebody died last winter.
Winner.
Two
Yeah,
people
yeah,
died. A GA and a player died racing.
Yeah.
Dumb shit. Aaron Carter? Was it Aaron Carter? Defensive tackle from Georgia last year?
And Jordan Carter.
Jordan Carter. No. You think about big dude. I'm talking about the 88.
Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter, right? Doing the same shit. Caught fleeing the scene from racing. Right? Like it's bad. So when the biggest program one of the biggest programs in college football right now is having such a hard time keeping their kids from getting traffic violations,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're a coach of a far lesser program, and your star running back gets a DUI over the weekend, right before Big 12 media days. Do you think it's a good idea to bring him?
No, absolutely not.
But you know what?
You're getting questioned, sir.
Some coaches may disagree. Do you think it's a bad idea to tell what his punishment is going to be at that media day?
No.
But again, some coaches may disagree. Transparency. Who knows?
That's a stupid idea.
Do you think it's a good idea to bring him, tell what his punishment is, and then announce that punishment is going to be nothing?
Immediate scrutiny, immediate backlash. They are going to immediately question you right then and there. And then when you don't say shit about it, it's going to look even worse.
Oh, no. It's so much worse than even what you're thinking, brother. It's so much worse. I give you Mike Gundy, folks.
Punishment's going to be facing the facts. That's why we brought him here today. I said, you're not going into hiding. You're going to face the music. You're going to have to stand up and talk to people and answer questions. And hopefully, more than football, you can learn from the situation you've been in. Because if not, then we have a real issue.
How is he going to learn?
He's going to play. And I'm going to think what we think is best for Oklahoma State football. And I think it's best for Ollie to play. If there's any punishment, it's make him carry the ball 50 times in the first game.
That's
Son
not
of a bitch.
thing.
Son of a bitch.
That's not
Son
a
of a
thing.
So Oklahoma State running back Ollie Gordon last weekend got arrested on DUI charges. His coach, Mike Gundy, goes out on Big 12 media days and tells them he's going to play. Like, after saying all that shit about learning from his mistakes and owning up and answering questions to people, he goes, oh, but he going to play, and if there's any punishment, he just going to carry the ball 50 times in the first game.
If there's any punishment,
First
we're
of
going to
all-
pad his stats.
First of all, the look of that, the perception of that. Like, yeah, we gonna put that nigga in the field and make him run.
I didn't even see that.
Like,
Oh, I didn't even see that.
like, oh my
oh,
God.
that's crazy.
No, we're not going to try and make this man see the error of his ways and sit him out
No,
like
that's crazy.
any other college football player on any other Power 5 program would happen. Any decent one, at least. No. We gonna put that ninja to work.
That is crazy. I did not even see that.
What a absolutely horrendous quote. Terrible quote. This is a leader of young men. Mike Gundy, folks. Holy shit.
That is insane.
Man. Good time.
No.
All right, I got one more L. I'm giving it out to KD, Kevin Durant.
Deservedly so.
That the stream that he did, or the interview that he did with Jake Paul, where
Logan Paul, I think.
Logan Paul,
Logan
yeah,
Paul's the one with the podcast.
where dude Speed was there,
Speed, yeah.
right? Apparently a big KD fan. I think from the clips that I've seen, it seemed like he was like what you would do if you were 17 and you met your favorite athlete.
Yes.
You geek out, right? And you might say some weirdo shit because you're nervous.
And that's his brand.
That is his brand also, but I think this was a legitimate, like, starstruck
Oh, sure,
experience
sure.
for him because he, KD is his guy. I think the way that he treated him, way that he was dealing with him was real weird, especially because of the platform that you was on. Like, just the thought of you trying to drag this little boy, basically, is what he would be to me,
Mhm.
in
And
front
to
of
KD.
in front of the Paul. Like, it just didn't feel right.
That was weird.
I didn't like it.
Fucking
I didn't like it. And it felt like some of it was forced too. Like they was having conversations about relationships. Okay, nigga, if you agreed to sit down here with Speed and Logan Paul to talk about relationships, I think he should be able to comment and say something. The minute that
Yes.
man opened
No,
up
he
his
should.
mouth, it was like, you jack off. You can't talk to me. Yo, fam. If you'd have said that we was in a group full of girls or something like that on the block,
I'm
we'd have fought.
socking you in your
We
mouth.
would have fought. Yeah, I would have fought just off of principle. Because, like, why would you embarrass me like that?
You know what I mean?
What is wrong with you?
L-Mans for sure.
I just that didn't understand it, or like why he needed that get up over him
Why he needed to punch down on
on Speed. What are you doing?
Why is he keeping this type of company anyway?
But then I remembered who he's been hanging with lately.
Yeah.
Somebody's been at the embassy hanging out, smoking hookah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he been keeping real weird company.
Yeah, so Kevin Durant is certainly making some interesting moves.
Agreed.
But that is it for my dubs and L's this week. Oh, wait. I had one more dub. I had
Serena Williams
one
at
more
the
dub.
ESPYs, Crip walking, not like us.
Sure, that's a dub. But that was not one. It was a comment on one of these videos. Hold on.
Appreciate all the
Hold on.
recent viewership, by the way.
So
The boys, W's and L's is over 1,000 from last week.
appreciate y'all on all that.
Y'all some real ones. Dubs to yourselves. Round of applause to yourselves. I don't have a button here, but y'all some real ones. And I even think Power got like 700. Last one got like 200. What's up, leader? Johnny,
What up, J.O.?
Bronny just missed another 3-pointer. Yeah, he has not been doing well at all. He has been doing...
Hey, it's. I mean, look, bro. Somebody did this to him. It wasn't anybody that's in the.
You see what Gilbert said about him?
What's that?
You see what Gilbert Arenas said about him?
I don't even know if I want to know.
It's not that bad. Somebody asked him what they expect of Bronny, or what they expect to see out of Bronny. And Gilbert just got up and went. So he better be clapping for who's ever on the court.
I mean, first of all, let me give out this last dub. If you were the I can't even find it now. I should have wrote it down.
Yeah.
If you were the commenter who told us that we say like in our video reviews
It was
more than
literally,
white
wasn't it?
girls.
I thought it was
Literally, that's what it was. We said literally more than white girls. That shit was absolutely hilarious. Dub to you. I said I'd give you a dub, and I did. Now back to Bronny James and this failure to launch of an NBA career. It's going to get worse. It's going to get a lot worse. It's going to get a lot worse. I think this season will be the first time where G League highlights are going to be going viral because Bronny is going to be getting cooked. This is the first year that we're going to be having G League highlights going viral because people are going to want to see Bronny play even after he does his little, let's take photos tour in the first couple of weeks of the season.
Yeah.
People are still going to want to track him and see how he's doing more than any other player in the G League for good and bad reasons. It is what it is, man.
For sure.
It is what it is.
I feel like that was a recent comment on the boys, wasn't it?
I thought it was too.